This is about day 7 of Tara, the unloved Silverado truck, and they don't go back together real fast like a model car. You can have it done in a couple days. This has taken a while, and the doors are on. We got to put all the hardware back in them, door handles. We actually had to use an old door over there because I couldn't get another door. I followed a car carrier all the way through the area up to a salvage yard where it's a U-Pull-It. And they told me I couldn't have the door because they had to process the truck. So in saying that, there's a couple of tips here. When you're going to go to reinstall your hardware and there's new paint involved, that's just from peeling the tape off right there. But I lubricate everything. That's just what I'm doing there. Is I got a WD-40 because I ran out or misplaced the CRC, I don't know which. But this is what you end up with. You got a little bit of dark haze here from the epoxy. I shot about 4 coats. I'm not happy with this paint. This is a different paint. This is an Imron Centauri. But that paint was very translucent. It took how many coats just to cover? You almost have to shoot 2 coats and let it completely dry and then top coat it, and even that doesn't take care of it. But for what it is, and all epoxied, and it's all seam sealed and welded, it was a hell of a job just getting the rockers and everything together. But that's what the truck started looking at like, and I had to cut all that bullshit out of the truck. Now the bed's turned. I'm going to put some panels on the bed, grind it off, get all that rust off of it. It's really rusty. And as I was telling people, you guys out there with those limited minds, a lot of this is rust proofing that's peeling off of there, and it takes a layer of the metal sometimes with it. I'm very shocked at the whole damn thing. I almost should put new bed rails on it, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to get another bed in the future because it's just too much. It's got rot everywhere. And the other thing I wanted to tell people is what makes your fender wells, why do they always rot here? It's not just the stone chips, it's these plugs. I think they deliberately sabotage this shit. That inner fender well liner right there, those plugs, they seep moisture in between the panels. I've gotten trucks at the stage where they're like garage kept, and then they get a new owner and the guy keeps it outside, and I seal those up for people, and I tell people to keep them sealed up. And that sort of keeps that rust from the wheel wells. This truck was never rust coated, no nothing. It just wasn't taken care of, period. So it's basically a nightmare. But to get the dents out of it and do what I've got to do, it's a mess. We started working on the frame. I think as I showed people, and I don't normally throw cigarettes in my driveway, I pick everything up, even though I smoke. We got a steel plate at a salvage yard. I've been to umpteen trips to salvage yards. The next thing is to address these brake lines. They're all rusted. The new solenoid's coming today. I just called them. They're going to deliver the new evap solenoid, the purge solenoid. I believe that's what it is. I have no idea how that mofo comes off of there. If anybody wants to let me know, I'm looking how to disconnect that black line to it. It's kind of sometimes the new part, when you get the new part, it'll tell you, and that's basically what I'm hoping to do. And we're going to finish. We started in between coats. I wanted to check how this stuff, the hardness, before I use any more of it, and it doesn't seem like it's drying hard enough to my liking. Maybe when we blast the other stuff, the Sherwin stuff over that. And I fixed that rotten shock mount. There's a shock mount under here. I welded new metal on there, meatball welds, and got it squared away because that was getting ready to break off of there. And I did the best I could. I got to scrape some more. I just shot epoxy where I had bare metal and stuff because I knew we were getting weather, and the doors were still off the truck. I got other work to do. So that's the thing when you do this stuff. And you look at this bracket. I was out at the dealer. They have no idea what the hell that bracket is. They don't even have it at the dealer. And I'm trying to go to salvage yards, and they tell me to go to U-Pull-It yards. It's asinine. So I'm just going to make one. That's basically what we're going to do here today, is we're going to make some of these parts and go get some parts. I'm kind of worn out, but I want to be able to get the doors closed and everything. So I'm going to put the hardware back on and tape up the stuff right there, get some two-sided tape and put the panels back in once I get the handles back on. So it's got quite a bit of work to do. And I think we're going to go get a new set of speakers for her. So I got work to do, and this is day 7, as I said, and another week or two this truck will basically be all back together, and hopefully I can find another door. So thanks for watching, and not much else to show you besides a bunch of hard work, and this is what it turns out looking like. So thanks.